welcome to Wizards Outlook. We got Raymond Lyons and Wilson Tarver Jr. A very exciting game to kick off 2022 as the Wizards fall. Like it was a crazy little, just I can't find the right words. Like the emotions in this building after Kuzma hit the deep three, and then the shot that DeRozan hit, the highest of highs and the lows of lows in a matter of like 45 seconds. All right, but DeRozan hit a game-winning shot to deliver the Bulls in this one. Before we get started, as always, a quick word for folks over at Ooze and Us. The New Year is officially here. Black Eyed Peas are back for New Year's Eve. Medium, $4.45. Large is $5.45. Half pans are $40 and full pans are $75. Or now at oozeandus.com. All right, Ray, want to get your initial thoughts on this one, and I'll shop in.
Yeah, man. Like, of course, you never want to lose a game, but it, if there's ever a loss you could live with, you just kind of take this one on the chin, man. They made one more shot than you did. You know, the Wiz checked a lot of boxes tonight. They dominated in the paint. They moved the ball well. They won the turnover battle. Um, the main thing that sticks out to me is the disparity in 3-point shooting. The Bulls shot 50% from three, and if they're not that hot, then maybe we're not even in this position. And overall, I think the Wiz did defend well. I mean, the Bulls made a lot of tough shots, man, and that's just what they do. They attack the mid range. They're obviously a good 3-point shooting team. Yeah, man, it's just one of those times where the other team was just better. You know, but it's a lot to it's a lot to be positive about in this game. Bradley Beal played awesome. Kuz, man, it's when he's like this, he's confident, aggressive. He's acting like he's 6'10". The good things happen. Gafford was awesome, even though he got into early foul trouble. But with that, Anthony Gill stepping in and playing the way he played, Denny as well. It was a lot of good things happened tonight, man. Unfortunately, it didn't translate to a victory, but yeah, this is when walk away from feeling too bad. DeRozan, he hit a hell of a shot. It's it's just no other way to put it. But yeah, man, it was a great game. It was fun to watch. I can only imagine how it was in the arena. But yeah, it's weird that you get to walk away from an L feeling as good as you can feel about about taking a loss. But yeah, it was a good game by both teams, man. The Bulls, they just kind of got it going in the second half. They didn't score 30 in the first two quarters, scored 34 points in the third and the fourth. So yeah, they just kind of got it going offensively a little bit. But yeah, the Wolves battled. They did what they could. A couple of tough defensive plays down the stretch. I think Brad Beal had a strip on DeRozan, and then KCP with a tough strip on Levine, and even a couple of those balls just didn't bounce our way. Like the KCP play, he tried to save it and ended up going out of bounds. The Bulls got the ball back, and I think they scored on that possession. And then another big play was when Vooch got the offensive rebound and the putback and the and one. That was huge, man. But yeah, that Anthony Gill's in a tough spot, man. But overall, I'm all right with it. It's just, it's just one of those nights, man. Dude hit an incredible shot. He apparently this is a trend because he just did it to the Pacers. So yeah, kudos to the Bulls, man. Kudos to DeRozan. And yeah, the Wiz they played well tonight. It just didn't go their way.
And just wanted to acknowledge a comment from Yella. We're gonna get to you in case it's your first time tuning in. We usually get to the comments just after we finish going through, the regular part of the programming. But we'll get right to you. Appreciate you tuning in and hitting the follow over on Twitch. So we do appreciate that. But yeah, like you said, if you're the Wizards, like Bulls, they hit so many tough contested shots. Kudos at the same time, like it's one of those weird things, like you said, where like you like there's things to hang your hat on, but at the same time, like it's also deflating. You played I played Levine perfectly. He turns around, hangs in the air for a couple seconds, and hits the shot anyway. But you played it perfectly. That's not how that possession was supposed to go, Chicago. Then you get DeMar. Like it looked like early on. Then he did a good job on DeMar. Then DeMar, the vet, starting to be a vet. He started slowing down even more than he does usually, and he already plays at a very methodical pace. And he was figuring out how to get Denny out of there because Denny was the biggest deterrent for both him. I mean, others had some success with Levine, but DeMar was doing what he wanted outside of Denny slowing him down. Like, when Denny was out the game, DeMar was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna go. Look, I'm gonna back you down to this little spot right here. Turn around, jumper. Spin right shoulder, spin left shoulder. Here's an up and under." He was unbothered. I think the guy who was huge tonight for Chicago because they barely got bench points, if any. Kobe White was everything. They needed every one of his 20 points tonight because you were going two dudes, two guys. It's very rare that two guys can beat another team. Kobe White was huge. Like I think that's like late in the third quarter. Levine was out from like late third to like a couple minutes into the fourth, and they were able to kind of make up a little bit of ground. And the same time for Washington, they kept getting that double-digit lead, but they couldn't get far enough away to open that thing all the way up. And it sucks, but you also find out why Chicago's where they are in the standings, regardless of the bodies that they were missing tonight. But it was a great game. It was truly a great game. And it sucks, but we have to be who we are. A 1 point game like this, 5 free throws hurt.
Yeah.
I'm with you with the positive, but just also we do our best to keep things 100 here. And you hit 3 of those free throws is a different situation. Like think about what had to happen. You got a dude who doesn't believe in taking threes to have to take a 3 to beat
you. Right.
Where, if it was 2 missed free throws, him taking a 3 there doesn't even matter. But, and you brought up that, matter of fact, he was the one that missed the free throw when Vooch cleaned it up.
And
it was a huge miss. So, again, it was still a good defense for Washington. And shout out to Brad out because I thought he did a great job. We get on him when he's turning the ball over and whatnot, but 27 points, 17 assists. And there's nothing to mention with the turnovers. Like he did a really good job. Danny's coming along. It was a lot of good. It just the result. The result is the result. You have anything else to add? Or you want to get to play the game or whatnot?
We can move on.
All right, play the game, man. You got the unenviable choice of choosing this.
Man. I'm gonna go DeRozan, man. Just just for he put the stamp on it, and and Levine, he started out, on fire, but in those waning moments, DeRozan was there. Levine hit a couple shots down the stretch too, but yeah, man, it seemed like down the stretch in the fourth quarter, DeRozan was the one that kind of got aggressive. He got the two late fouls on Denny that got him fouled out the game. So that was huge, because you lose Denny's defense, then his decision making on offense. Because like a couple times, Brad would dump the ball off to Denny, and Denny makes the secondary play. So it was huge to get him off the floor, man. So yeah, I'll go DeRozan.
Yeah, it was hard for me to decide because again, they don't get to that point without Levine having 23 in the first half, and he had 3 wiped off the board. Ironically, because he hit the 3 at the buzzer at halftime, and then after review they took that off. Yeah, you got to go with DeRozan for the way he closed again. Knowing that it's someone, I had a gentleman next to me who asked about who do you think, are they taking a 2 or 3 here? I was like a 2, and I thought about it. I was like, it depends on who get the ball. Whatever I had to say was irrelevant because I didn't have DeMar DeRozan taking a step back 3, pump fake, and knocking down the corner 3 over another contested.
Nobody ever makes that
on
shot.
My bingo card. I didn't have that. I got like 2 dudes on my bingo card that could hit that shot. They weren't on the floor. One in Florida State, one's in Brooklyn. Those are the 2 guys where I'd be like, I don't want bingo card, step back 3. In that situation, yeah, it was a hell of a shot. And again, like you said, the importance in just being a vet, know it. I gotta get this young buck out of here because Denny matters. And shout out to Denny, like that's a positive. Like that's like people looking to get you off the floor, just like teams coming here. What's the matter of fact? The Rolling did that with Gafford. First thing he did, he came in here. Let's get to him, big fella. Bring Anthony Gillen here, who did a solid job, but get big fella out of here. And it hurt. All right, so X factor for you.
X factor is Levine. Like you said, the way he started the game. If he doesn't have that hot start, we probably not here. So yeah, he came out on a mission, and he was able to keep it manageable until everybody else got going.
Yeah, this was really tough for me. I kind of went Kuz. Kuz was huge late for me. The only reason I'm going here because like when you mentioned with Denny getting in foul trouble, it kind of messed up like the flow Bill was in, having a secondary playmaker out there, considering all the people they're missing. When he's taking off the floor, Kuz bailed them out a couple big possessions, and then throughout the game at times, he was providing timely responses to Bulls runs. When it was like 3 or 4 times a night he went coast to coast. Got a bucket, just timely plays, but yeah, it was just a really well played game, man, and I definitely had left the house today. The very very least. All right, we got some comments to get out of here, Ray. Again, Yellow, he popped in here off the early. This is the first time we had an away fan pop in here off the super early for MVP. Oh, and the crazy part, Ray, they were MVP chance for DeMar during this game in the second half.
Come on, man. Not on the road.
No. Not only that, this was a neutral site game. Okay, just to throw that in there for whoever wanted to know if you weren't here tonight. From Area 11T, appreciate you tuning in tonight. I said before the season, this would be the best series of the season. I don't know how you had that on your bingo card, but shout out to you. I'm not even asked for verification because no one just willingly says that. So that's enough for me. I definitely, of all the matches this year, didn't have this on it. So shout out to you. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, we'll see you guys Monday night. They got another, the homestand continues. They take on the Hornets. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments by then. We'll see you guys then. Have a great night for Raymond and myself. This has been Wizard Out.